They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
That's a lot of them. It'll be a fight for the ages.
No fighting. You'll get us all killed. You're going to blend in instead. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
What about everyone else?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
The others, maybe. You don't see Strife unless he wants you to. Robe feels weird, and I can't move my arms properly.
We'll wear them as long as we don't have to fight.
Going to bleed the Dalish deer.
That's a holla. Why are they killing it? Poor thing.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Can we go? Please.
What do you think Rook's like in person? Do you think they smell nice?
What is wrong with you? And have you forgotten which side you're on?
No. I mean, think about if we could turn them, riding beside at the head of Dementor's vast armies.
Keep your voice down.
Is this elf your servant, my lady?
Dumat's teeth. Must I defend my entourage to every low-paid toady out here?
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
Specifically, a human mage.
Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
Elgarnon might be here, but he doesn't know we are.
But he will, you know, once we rescue his sacrifices.
We'll worry about that when we have to.
Then let's keep moving for now.
Does anyone else hear that?
Arlathan, dear child, you were born into obscurity. Sorrow etched on your bones. I see you. I feel your pain. Knives and poisons are nothing, little crow, when I can make you master of life and death.
He's making promises, tempting me.
No, not like that. Never like that.
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and rise. I am Elgarnon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Child of my children, I will shower you with the glory of the ancients. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. Mythalinas. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
And trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Valara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
But Elgernon is right there. Shouldn't we try? No. We can't touch him now that his archdemon's in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
For the gods of Tevinter! For Elgernon!
Shit! We've been spotted!
I feel and obey.
Eyes open.
That goes to you.
The old gods, attack!
Company, get ready.
Heretic, Herod. Combine our wills.
Look, there! The archdemon!
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention?
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
He's riling them up. They won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants? Darkspawn?
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a wall? Out of the range. Watch
shit.
Hitting us from range. Is that archdemon coming or what?
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillenane lost her dragon. Might make Elganar more cautious.
Watch ahead.
Look out! Hey, Rook! Nice shot!
Great job, Rook. We're getting good at this. Those are Dalish arrows. Looks like Strife and the others have our backs.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners. Over there! That cage! I think that's where the Dalish are being held.
Right. Let's do this.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick, before the Venatori catch up. Trouble coming.
Can't get along.
That way, through the gate. Damn it! Shut tight and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out.
Can we be of assistance?
We're stuck! Gate's shut and we can't open it from here!
We'll handle it. Watch yourself.
There's the problem.
How's it looking?
We'll need a minute to figure out how to release it. About to have a problem.
Tell me we're close to getting this thing open.
Still working on it.
An entire Venatori army coming for us! Still no luck?
Just a moment longer.
Good. Really, are you sure you can open this?
If everyone would remain calm, this would go much more quickly.
That thing.
Well, that's good.
Find the Dalish. We'll watch the exits. Good luck.
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Wait, this feels off.
Oh, this isn't good. We weren't here a minute ago.
Come on, we need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
So that is what you're after. The Elven has been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Okay, this is very not good.
It's Elgarnon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
There's blight here. There wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish is still alright? What if Elganon sends Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I'd just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
I heard him again. Tell me one of you heard that.
Not really. Sorry.
I fear we lack the time for explanation. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lathalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
I see what you mean. Let's keep moving. Solus is going to distract Elgarnon.
Friend Harel, you have no power here.
Sounds like they're arguing. That's good.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the dread wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Avalas Ban, Shevgar Fen Harel.
The only reason Mythal joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Hey, you okay?
Hear them in my head.
Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. I think Solas's distraction is working. I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
And there, the Dalish. Another of those crystals. Break it, and the cave will open.
Start the elves. The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elgar'nan the Mighty? Light has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
Are you talking to... Sorry, they're very loud.
Nicely done, Rook.
Get them! Kill them! We cannot fail Lord Elgar'nan.
Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours, and you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your games for the mortal's dread wolf. The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down.
I don't want to die.
You saved us.
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The ward still in place there will shield you all from Elgar'nan's sight.
Solas, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elgar'nan was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranus, Lethalon.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elgar'nan sacrificed his own Venatori to it, a punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elgar'nan was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgar'nan and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elgar'nan, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elgar'nan were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elgar'nan was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No. You just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right. I can see how you and Elgar'nan would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
I'll have to take your word for that.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elgar'nan out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay, we always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elganon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.